Christmas has finally come and gone, and I think we both got what we wanted. I got a Xbox mini fridge. You got COVID.
I got COVID. It's great. I love it. Thank you.
we
I lasted 2 years. I've now accepted my fate.
that's rough.
Omnicron has done it again.
That's yeah, really. So yeah, we missed an episode. I mean, it's the holidays. You can't blame us. Whatever. I mean, we're
Yeah,
catching
yeah.
up. It's a Wednesday now.
We're,
You know?
we're here.
Yeah, we're here, and that's what matters. But I have a small story to tell in regards to my Christmas gift. That was the mini fridge. So I did an unboxing of it, which everyone should totally check out on the YouTube channel. And I actually gave it a review of that you shouldn't get it because it's insanely loud, like a jet engine. Like it's really loud, like really loud. And so I'm like it works, but it's so loud that you can hear it clearly no matter where you put it in the room. So I mean, my solution was putting it in my bedroom, and then it's like I unplug it when I don't. You're supposed to unplug it overnight anyway, so whatever. So I do the review. I don't think it's bad, but someone comments actually. They're like, "Hey, did you know that they kind of put out a secret revision that has an eco mode where it's super silent?" And so I did more research into it, and it turns out that there's nothing on the box to tell you the difference between the original and this weird revision that has like a silent mode on it. So the only
Wow.
way to tell is if you open the box. And you can't just do that. I can't just go to
Right.
Target and be like, get me a quiet version. They're gonna be like, what? How?
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, I want the silent version of this. Thanks.
Right? Yeah. Like, I mean, I do though. It's like it's just not fair. I love it though. It's great. I put all my gamer fuel and my monsters in there. So, and also it comes with not an adapter, but like a plug for like a car. And I'm like, I don't know who's bringing this on a
What?
road trip. But
I'm a real gamer. I take my Xbox mini fridge anywhere.
everywhere. The one I have is just so loud. I'm not bringing it in my car. I'm not gonna be able to listen to music. It's it's ridiculous. So yeah, it's yeah. I just want to point that out. It was I just wish I had a quiet mode, or at least mine did. It's literally roll the dice.
You're gonna have to hold a pillow over it and like smother it or something.
That's what I'm afraid. The
Quiet.
fans on the top. It's like the fans are on the top, and it's just like you put anything over it, it's gonna overheat and probably explode. And if you don't put anything over it, you'll just go deaf. So, pick your
Yeah.
poison. Now, because
Win-win.
this is ridiculous. I'm a privileged podcaster. I should not have to walk to another room for my gamer drinks. I should be able to go under my desk and grab it.
Right, Microsoft, if you're listening, send us both new Xbox mini fridges. Yes.
Yeah,
Please.
exactly. And I'll maybe do a revision unboxing, which everyone should totally check out.
Yeah.
So, how was your Christmas besides getting sick?
It was good. I saw Spider-Man.
No
I
spoilers.
also was thinking about it, like, while I was watching the movie for whatever reason. I was like, Tom Holland got the best, like, Spider-Man games to coincide with the release of his movies. Like, even though the newest Spider-Man games have nothing to do with his movies, like, he
Right.
has the best ones between Spider-Man PS4 and Miles Morales.
I need to borrow someone's PS4 so I can play them. I've been itching to play it. It's just
Oh, they're so good.
right. It's like one of the very few reasons I want a PS5. But even it's like I don't want to actually get a PS5 just for that.
Yeah.
So it's a rough trade, but I mean when the next Spider-Man comes out, which we know Venom is basically like one of the main villains. He's like my favorite character ever. So it's going to be hard to stay away from that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So. But anyway, yeah. So Christmas was good. I hope everyone else's Christmas was great. We get to catch up on the news, and you guys should remember that we are live Mondays except for today, Mondays and Fridays, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Go to the website Goons Games and Gear. Got to write that time. And send in your questions, read our articles, all that fun stuff. Communicate with us. Got big things planned, and we love you. Are you ready for the best news of all?
Oh, hit me.
Uh, now I'm not sure if you're aware, but I might have mentioned it, but at least before you were a co-host. But I can't stand Kotaku and their terrible writing staff. Mostly, like once in a blue moon, they have a really good article. It came to our attention that there was a glitch in Halo, and where basically the oddball is floating up in like for no reason. Like it's just floating in the air, which whatever. Like It's not a big deal. Now, this wasn't necessarily a huge deal to talk about, but the geniuses over at Kotaku thought, you know what, let's make this about transphobia. So the original title for this article was Halo Infinite's oddball Quidditch glitch lets you live out your transphobic wizard dreams. That was the original. And then they revised it, like, oh, we want to we came up with new titles to better accurately reflect the article itself. But in the article itself, it still talks about transphobia, so it didn't change anything. What? And then so I looked into the writer. I don't want to get this right because she/they, that's literally their pronouns. On Twitter, I'm just gonna say they put out, quote, let's see here. There's a difference between a joke I made about a crappy thing and genuine criticism that's rooted in emotional attachment. If you cannot distinguish in two, that's your own reading comprehension skills. Well, again, after that, I'm not hate baiting. I'm just unfunny. There's a difference. What? No. She's trying to.
Yeah.
They are trying to play it off as if it was like, oh, it's supposed to be a funny article or like a funny title, but you still have it in the Kotaku article that that has to do with it has some weird like transphobia mix into it.
Yeah. Like why? What does that help them get their point across in the article? Like what does that add to it?
And here's and mind you, it's only one sentence, but for those who like me are missing grip ball, Halo's in and out of universe football style combat sport, in Halo Infinite, you can at least pretend you're playing Quidditch, the favorite wizard sport of transphobes everywhere, thanks to a new glitch in the possession-based oddball or game type. Come on, like what
okay, I get it now. It's like it's a shot at J.K. Rowling, but like that's not funny. Like
right. Like that's
just
but like,
because you like Harry Potter doesn't mean you're transphobic. Like,
and not to mention, what if you had no idea what happened with J.K. Rowling and like her words and stuff, this just comes off as just like, oh, Quidditch is transphobic. Like that's
yeah. There's a lot of people that haven't seen Harry Potter and like don't keep up with like what she does. Like that's crazy.
Right. So it's just God. I dislike Kotaku almost as much as Twitch, but that's just a ridiculous. First of all, that was a ridiculous original title. Like that was just it's hate baiting. That's like case in point hate baiting.
Oh,
that wasn't like that. That's not fun. Like it wasn't a joke. Like, oh, I'm just unfunny. Like they're like then more people. Can you hear the police sirens? They're coming after me.
Uh-oh. They're coming.
There's too good of a podcast.
Kotaku sent the police. Take them down now.
I got the pronouns right. You got nothing on me.
Yeah.
Let's see. So, and then she also said, Sophia Narwit, I don't know who that is mad at me for a joke headline. I've truly made it, folks. I don't. Do you know who Sophia Narwit is? I couldn't figure it out, but also I didn't care because that's just like it really Kotaku comes out with like 6 articles in the year with just hate baiting for some reason because they need the clicks, even though they're like one of the biggest gaming news journalism sites, even though usually their opinion takes are absolutely terrible.
Oh, they write terrible articles. She's
like
some sort of YouTuber and Twitch streamer. That's it.
The Sophia. Okay. Okay. But the person. I mean, I'll give they this which is that they literally aren't backing down, and that takes some weird guts. Even though you're getting ratioed really hard, and it's just not like it wasn't a joke. Like it was just a stupid title, and that just makes no sense in context to the article.
Right.
Like if you remove that part about Quidditch, it would have still been like the same article without the stupidity.
Right.
So I had to get that. Sense. Yeah, I thought that was like one of the dumbest things I've read all week. And usually we have some kind of like Activision Blizzard update, and I couldn't find one this week somehow. But don't worry, Kotaku filled in
this week. I've been hunting the internet for it like a dog after like a bone or something.
I mean, they usually do. I mean, they usually find a way. But well, either way. So congratulations, Kotaku. You know, not that our opinion matters, but bad. Bad.
Yeah.
Excuse me. So anyway, back to this is the meat and potatoes. That's right. That's the old saying. Riot Games. Me and Jago covered this like a year ago, but
yeah, they finally back when it first started.
Yeah, they finally settled $100 million in gender discrimination. Now I said that like I emphasize this as if it's a huge number, but I imagine to Riot Games that's nothing.
Oh, I assume like Tencent's paying for it, and that's like chump change to them.
Right. Mind you, so it's $80 million going to female workers and plus quote substantial systematic changes, whatever that means, and $20 million is going to like administrative and legal fees and like paying attorneys and stuff like that. Now I did the math based on the numbers that I had available. And if I still have it here, which I do not, okay, that's embarrassing. Do you remember the number I said? What was it yesterday?
I think it was like $33K to each person that would like benefit from it or something like that.
Yeah. So I mean that. So I the way I got that number was there was a certain amount of current employees and a certain amount of contractors. And I added that number up and then divide by 80 or divide 80 million by the amount of possible people. So if that's the case, which I could be off, but it says here at least 2,365 are eligible to receive a part of the settlement, including contracted workers. So okay, so I'm gonna do it again. I just want to make maybe it might be more, it might be less. So we're gonna do a little bit of math. 80 million. Divided by 2,365. We're a math podcast now. Okay, yeah, $33,826. So around there per employee. That's like, I mean,
nice chunk of change, I guess.
That's like a year's salary depending on the position.
Right.
Which, like, I mean, how do I put it? Now they said, they're agreeing to substantial systematic changes, which includes gender equity analysis performed by an independent expert, of pay, promotions, and assignments for 3 years. Right, and imagine like after 3 years, they're like, okay, it's over, we're back.
We're back to harassing everybody. Woo!
You get less pay. Toxic environment. So okay, and it says Riot agreed to create a $6 million fund for each of those 3 years for a total of $18 million to fund diversity initiatives and to adjust pay for equity. I'm so glad we achieved this first step towards justice for women of Riot Games. I'm going to say this, but Negron, Negron. I hope this case serves as an example for other studios and inspiration for women in the industry. Women in gaming do not have to suffer inequity and harassment and silence. Change is possible. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. This is where I wanted to get to. The representative, this is just funny to me, said in a news release that it hopes to lead by example in bringing in more accountability and equality to the games industry. What? Lead by example? You settled. What are you talking about? I mean, like, what? You settled? What? We're not guilty, but we settled, so we're follow our lead.
They're like, yeah, we're guilty, but look at Activision. They're a lot worse. You guys should be more like us. Pay your people. Like what?
Yeah, and
That's crazy.
so here's the it's actually not a long statement, so I'm gonna say it in its full. Riot statement: 3 years ago, Riot was at the heart of what became a reckoning in our industry. We had to face the fact that despite our best intentions, we hadn't always lived up to our values. As a company, we stood at a crossroads. We could deny the shortcomings of our culture, or we could apologize, correct course, and build a better Riot. We chose the latter. I'm gonna stop right there for a second, actually. We could apologize, correct course, and build a better Riot. We chose the latter. You settled. That's not apologizing. You gave 100 million, but you fought to not do that. You didn't plead guilty. You just you settled. Like what?
Right. They took you to court and you lost, and now you're like, yeah, we decided we were the bad guys. Like what?
Like, yeah, you can't fall on your own sword and be like, I'm a hero for this.
Yeah, I did it.
I did it. I stopped myself from attacking you. I'm a hero. What? Like, anyway, we're incredibly grateful to every Rioter who has worked to create a culture where inclusivity is the norm, where we're deeply committed to fairness and equality, and where embracing diversity fuels creativity and innovation. While we're proud of how far we've come since 2018, how far we've come since 2018, we must also take responsibility for the past. We hope that the settlement properly acknowledges those who had a negative experience of Riot and demonstrate our desire to lead by example and bring more accountability and equity to the games industry. I'm sorry. Do I just understand what settlement means? Am I crazy? Because I feel like I'm crazy. Do they not know what settlement means? Do they not know what settlement means? I have to know.
No.
We're proud of how far we come since 2018.
They're like, oh, this year we only made fun of 10 women. Last year it was 11. Yeah. Go us.
Go. Like, what? I just can't wrap my mind around that. How far we come since 2018? We settle, everybody. Victory lap.
Second gender discrimination termination lawsuit was filed this year. What?
Okay. It alleges that CEO Nicole Laurent had her fired. Okay. So O'Donnell. Okay. Filed by Riot executive assistant Sharon O'Donnell. In it, O'Donnell alleged that CEO Nicolo Laurent had her fired after she reported him to Human Resources. This case is ongoing, though Riot disputes the wrongful termination allegations and has since cleared Laurent of any wrongdoing. We did it, guys.
Really going in the right direction.
Sir, our CEO, he's still under investigation. We did it, guys. We're
great.
we're the heroes we deserve to be. Like, this is like I feel like it's just a slap in the face. I would love to see, like, they have to acknowledge how stupid this sounds, right? I mean, like the people who filed the class action lawsuit. Like, we also must take responsibility for the past. Okay, then why'd you?
They're gonna get like 6 more lawsuits from this and be like, what are they talking about? Like,
what? Like, how do you? I just don't understand how you can say we must also take responsibility for the past. Okay, so then why did you settle? And why? I mean, like, wouldn't you have just pled guilty? Wouldn't you have understood the problem?
Right. Why would you let it go to court and then fight it and be like, no, we didn't do that. That wasn't us. That was those other guys.
To the rest of our industry, keep speaking up and keep pushing for accountability. Riot employee Gina Cruz Rivera said via statement through lawyers, your voice matters and together we can make the industry safer and more inclusive for everyone. Okay. Well, like, I mean, this is a total win for the at least the female employees, right? Like good for them, you know.
Right.
I'm glad.
Right.
This does say a statement. I just think Riot looks like an idiot and they're just trying to sound high and mighty as if like this was the best possible outcome in a crappy situation.
Right. Yeah. Oh yeah. They're literally saying like, oh look, we did a better job of handling this than Activision Blizzard. Like,
you know, it's
that's crazy though.
It really is. It's it's sad, I guess. Like, so the best line is, "We could apologize, correct course, and build a better Riot. We chose the latter." Like, like okay, all right. What I mean, whatever I guess helps your stockholders and stuff like that, right? You know, I guess this is like,
Right.
I bet they had to really carefully write this. So, well, no, they admit fault. Like, I mean, as we like we could apologize, but it's like you didn't actually apologize though. You just like you didn't say like we're sorry. I mean, granted, you say we must also take responsibility for the past, but you know,
Right.
settling it isn't like an apology. Settling is more like both parties agree like we really don't want to keep fighting this battle, whether you know it's a winning or losing one. Actually, I'm sorry. Actually, in Riot's case, it's a losing one, but you know, a settlement is an agreement to not let it continue forward in court because of how like it's 3 years in the making. If you keep dragging it out, more legal fees, all this other stuff, it's piling up and up. And I'd imagine Riot offered a settlement because you know they probably knew this was they probably at some point had to realize that they were just going to lose it and probably lose more money, but they could have drawn it out for more years. That's my guess.
Oh
but,
yeah.
You know, what do you guys think? You know, oh man. All right, Tencent, my favorite. I love Tencent games. Did I tell you that? I love Pokemon Unite.
They're so great.
I love League of Legends. I love Did I tell you I love microtransactions?
I love PUBG. You know that game I paid for, and now you know screw me.
Oh, oh my God! I'm so happy you brought that up. We didn't mention. Did we mention their battle pass or their
No,
battle
but it
pass
was
plus?
in our latest blog post that you should check out on the website.
Yeah, that's totally true. I wrote it because I thought it was hilarious and stupid at the same time. So they're going to a free to play model, which I just assumed they did years ago. Like I assumed they caught on because I mean I haven't played in years, but I also purchased it when it came out. And it was fun when it came out. Don't get me wrong, but they it's so stupid. It was like, okay, we're gonna make it free to play. You know, anyone who already purchased the game, you're basically upgrade to like the full like thing. Like you don't have to pay the what they ask you to go into like the what I think it's the Survivor Plus or something. But if you just download the game as a free to play, in order to play ranked, for example, you have to pay about $13 to play ranked, basically. $13.
What?
like
what is wrong with them?
So like there's like, oh, here's some features you can't access in our free to play model. Spectator mode, which I mean no one spectates the game unless it's the tournament. Ranked, which is probably the biggest sin of all. Like I just can't believe they put that behind a paywall. Custom matches, which again, like no one really does custom matches in a battle royale, you know, but it's just more so it's like they're trying to make up the loss of a full purchase game, despite the fact that like they're trying to milk you for money and give you basically what every other game still gives you, but at $13. Why?
Yeah, they're crazy.
Yeah,
they're ridiculous.
Ooh, you sound a lot sexier there. Man, it's just I was amazed because, like, I can't think of another free to play. And correct me if I'm wrong. Another free to play model battle royale game where they locked ranked behind a paywall.
There's never been one.
Right.
No.
Because you make the money from the microtransactions. Like that's the whole point. It's not free to play. It's literally you have access to the whole game, but you know they support themselves because they give you all these microtransaction options. That's the exchange. And then when you lock features behind a paywall in a free to play game, it is not free to play. I will die on this hill. I'll die on it. I'll do it. I'll be right next to Logan Paul and his crying tree suicide video. You know, like that man. You remember that? That was like what 2 years ago.
Yeah.
It was Good. Well, no, I mean that wasn't good times, but you know,
Right.
I always love like
The reactions to it
yeah,
were good
right.
times.
I always wanted to make a parody video of like how to do a YouTube apology, and it's just me going like you just do that deep sigh that everyone does at the start of an apology video. It's like, well, here it is, and then it's like you know, I always love it. I love the cringe. Anyway, so yeah, that's not a free to play game. I know it's actually being taken off of Game Pass, and that's just despicable. Shame on you. But don't worry. In this like $13 pass, you get a like some points and stuff like that. Like don't worry. You're not. They don't give you a survivor pass, which is their battle pass. No. You get like just some like legacy stuff basically.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I want. A black T-shirt to wear. Score. That was the problem with PUBG was the cosmetics all just suck too. Like they didn't have like crazy crossovers like Fortnite and like Call of Duty and stuff have.
They're
So
mobile.
like people had no incentive.
Right. Like,
I never played the mobile version.
Yeah, the mobile version had like a Joker and like Harley Quinn one. I think that was like the most notable. Besides that, yeah, you kind of, I don't know, but yeah, you kind of need. I'm not sure if you need crossover. You just need good cosmetics, and they just did not have that.
Right.
So, either way, that really just angers me even thinking about it. This is I was so excited for today to talk about this stuff. So this is a streamer I never heard of, XQC. Have you heard of him?
Yeah.
Okay. So apparently, he was banned a couple times, but in particular in June 2020, he broke the rules of terms of service or he believes he broke it because he got not doxed. He got tricked into viewing a gorilla mating video, which. Okay, like I don't know how you get tricked into that, but whatever. Right. And apparently he had to go through streamer therapy to get unbanned. Streamer therapy in order to return to a streaming on Amazon platform. Across multiple sessions of the process, XQC had to discuss the reasons why he was banned, explain why his actions were wrong. Like, dear Twitch, I'm sorry for clapping gorilla cheeks on my stream. It was wrong. I really want to make hundreds of thousands of dollars again. Please unban me, please.
I will pick a different animal next time. Please let me come back.
Really? This I've never heard of Twitch doing this. Like streamer reform therapy.
So I after I read this article, I instantly just thought like, oh, they're gonna do this because especially for like XQC. Remember like a couple of months ago when the Twitch all the like finances of Twitch like leaked a while ago?
Yeah. And it was I remember that.
XQC is like number 3, right? So he's like the 3rd highest sub count monthly. So he's making Amazon and Twitch like however much money. So they're gonna make sure like these guys like they know what they're doing, so they're not getting banned because they're bringing in all the money. So,
I want to hear more streamers talk about this streamer reform therapy. Like, I really hope there's like a couch and you're just laying on it. It's just like, like now tell me how you feel. Well, I'm not streaming anymore, and
my ad revenue's down for the month, and I didn't even get to finish the gorilla video, man. I wanted to finish it.
They got the finish. Why didn't I?
Yeah.
Like what? I would love to know. Like, do they have to read the terms of service? Do they have to like what is the criteria for this streamer therapy? Because I've never heard of it, and I'm very curious. Let's see. According, it's like Alcoholics Anonymous for Twitch streamers, and the popular assurance confirmed that one of these sessions lasted as long as an hour and a half. What? An hour and a half? Marcus Graham acted as a therapist during XQC streamer reform therapy, allowing him to speak candidly with an important Twitch figure. Since these therapy sessions has confirmed Graham is, quote, pretty cool. He's spoken to the Twitch community leader on multiple occasions. That's so great that it's in quotes. XQC has confirmed that Graham is pretty cool. Like, what?
What?
What? Okay, I'm so glad this was it Marcus Graham? That was his name? Yeah, Marcus Graham. I'm so glad to know he is pretty cool. I was worried. I couldn't sleep last night. I was like, is he cool? I need to know. I need to know
more about Marcus.
Yeah, yeah. So he's let's see, because quickly returned to Twitch following the ban that started his streamer reform therapy. His sessions were likely successful and may have given the Twitch streamer tools to prevent future bans. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what tools he got, but I assume streaming animal pornography. I don't think there's a bot for that, but if there is,
I can just imagine him there. He's just like, all right, monkeys are out. But what about like jaguars? How does Twitch feel about jaguars? No, polar bears. Yeah.
The sad part is I've heard about these kind of stories where streamers get tricked, where it's like a sub will pay for like them to watch a video or something, and then
and that's not fair, like, to them.
It's a weird situation because yes, it goes against the terms of service, but at the same time, there was no intent, right? It's not like they went out of their way to show it. And I think, but a bot doesn't know that. But I think in an appeal process, it's like, I obviously wasn't aware that it was going to be this, you know?
Right.
And then a bot gets a hold of it. But either way, when we're very successful YouTube streamers because of the podcast, which everyone should go subscribe and love in every platform possible, I will let you know once we get banned for something what my streamer therapy session is like. I'm gonna live stream it somehow while being banned. I'm gonna live stream. I think I have it here because it's also Twitch related. Okay. There's two more that I need to talk about. It's kind of out of order. All right. So I thought this was weird. I want to hear your opinion on this. So there's this streamer called Frost Day. Do you know this one?
I don't know who he is. No.
Okay. So it's causing controversy because he was apparently kicked off the or banned off the platform for a little while for using the word cracker. And it's basically brought up like an argument as to if it constitutes a racial slur. Now he's alleging that it was used to literally describe a saltine cracker. Oh God, I just realized if we're using the word cracker, are we? You know what? I'm not going to worry about it. if we get banned for that, then I guess we deserve it. Twitch and its moderators have categorized the word cracker as such, resulting in some high-profile bans on people who've used the word. That's such a tricky one because cracker, like the history of it, as far as I'm aware, it's because slave owners, when they like whipped their whip, it made the cracking noise. Yeah, and then it was from the crack of the whip. And so unfortunately the slaves would refer to slave owners as crackers. But it's like it's a weird place because unlike racial slurs, and I don't mean this to sound offensive, but like I never heard of it being incredibly hurtful to someone. I don't think anyone was ever like actually offended, but I don't think that actually that matters either way, whether you're offended or not, because they constitute as a racial slur.
Right. I feel like we never hear this word like used in an offensive way, like ever.
Right. Yeah,
like there's no uproars of people saying like, "Oh, he called me a cracker," like ever.
But even then, it's like, does it matter if it causes like an uproar? It's just, I mean, they had it in their list, right? I mean, like on paper,
right?
On paper, Twitch is in the right because it's on their list of banned words, which I never knew because that's such a. I feel like that. I feel like that word 1 trillion times out of like a trillion one, it's gonna be used to describe a food. Like I don't like
Yeah.
no one ever even uses that word to actually describe other people. Or I haven't heard in years, you know?
Right.
So but I mean they don't have a video unfortunately of or like no one's clipped it. He said he issued an appeal to Twitch by trying to get his ban reversed, claiming that he was referred to the food crackers and asking Twitch to please unban. Frost shared a screenshot of his Twitch ban appeal to comment, "Wish me luck, fellas," and a praying emoji. I'm moving it now. There's just a picture of a box of saltine crackers. No, there's not. But let's see. Hello, Frost. Twitch is committed to community safe. Hateful slurs or symbols. Using hateful slurs, hate symbols, or hate group emblems without context or in a harmful manner. Where the violation occurred in public or private chat messages, suspension 7 days. Does it say? It doesn't actually say the word. Hold on, streamer. It doesn't. I mean, he's claiming it's because of like. We're calling. I got banned for calling Flyro a cracker. No shot. LMFAO. And then he got served a notice. Hateful slurs or symbols using hateful slurs. But like, it doesn't actually say in here. This is another reason why I can't stand Twitch, but also basically everyone else does it. But like, they're never specific. It blows my mind. Like you have millions upon billions of dollars. You're telling me you can't develop a bot to clip what the offense was? You know, like
right.
you can
just
detect
put
it.
That next, yeah.
Right, like because then I mean, if this is what he believes it is, then it I guess probably is. But the problem is that Twitch and YouTube and everyone else needs to be more specific on bans, especially if it's controlled by bots, because then they're like you need context. Like if you like were suing, if you brought your lawyer into this and this just says, oh, used that your reason was hateful slurs or symbols, but you didn't actually point to what the word was or the action, then what legal defense do you have?
Right. Like if they're not giving you any sort of evidence for like a defense, like there's literally nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, so I don't know. It's ridiculous. 30 days. This again. Whether how do I put it? Well, I don't think that. I think in particular that word should be in some subcategory of like context, because like if you just said the N word, like it doesn't matter the context, right? Like you just don't say it. But in terms of cracker, which is literally a food, like, I mean, not that it's gonna come up every day, but that has to be something that you have to judge on a case by case. If a bot just sees the word cracker and assumes it's racist, then it's going to start banning based on that. But since without the knowing context, which bots can't really do, then it's just gonna have this stupid cycle of oh, we're gonna ban you for using this word. Like, okay, but imagine if a saltine cracker Twitch account like literally like to do like cracker ads or something like that. Like what if that was like their account somehow, and then it's like, oh, all right, well, guess we're banned every day.
That's crazy. I don't know.
Yeah, it really is ridiculous. But I hate Twitch. Maybe I'm paranoid and what's the word? Unfaithful to Twitch. But it's just whatever. But here's the feel good story. Okay, and that, honestly, I'm not sure if did you watch the video for the Twitch streamer pays off parents' mortgage for Christmas?
I did. Yeah.
It's like that's really heartwarming.
Yeah.
It was like I was nice. Like there's very few things that actually reached my soul. Like for example, the ending to The Last of Us 1 that hit me in an emotional place. the ending to Ed and Eddie's Big Picture Show, that was also a quite the
Oh my
quite the
God.
emotional
Why
roller
would you bring
coaster.
that up?
But this was like but yeah, I'll talk about it. Let's see here. What was his name? Does he? My parents have worked. Blah blah. Blah. It's clear that okay. Exposed. I mean, long story short, he just basically paid off his parents' mortgage as a Christmas gift. Like, actually, okay. So this brings up a good point. Markiplier, I want to say 2 or 3 years ago. He's I believe a millionaire, right?
Oh, he's one of the big. There's like the big three. It's Markiplier, Septiceye, and PewDiePie.
Yeah. Okay. So let's just assume at least, at least hundreds of thousands. And that's being modest. A few years ago, his I'm not sure what relation it was to him, but I think it was his uncle's. It may have been his cousin, but his uncle's like daughter or something was passed away, and he shared like a GoFundMe for the funeral, and it's like I understand where you're coming from, but you're assumably a multi-millionaire.
You're loaded.
Yeah,
you're loaded. You
right,
could
right,
pay for it. I think
right.
you'll be okay.
Right, look, I'm not saying I'm not calling him a bad guy for not doing it, but I just feel like I don't know, like if I was that rich, or even if I was making like 6 figures, which I hope this leads to, pray for me, and like God forbid something happens to a family member and they're having a hard time paying for it, maybe it's just me, but especially because it's family, I'd be like, I'll cover it, it
Right.
like let's just say a funeral is like upwards, let's just I'm not sure about caskets and whatnot, like upwards of 10,000, 20,000. Okay, so the Markiplier, minus that from his 20 million that he makes, he might be in the red, but I think he'll manage. But
he just has to hope another FNAF game comes out.
Yeah,
Earn it all back or something.
Don't worry. His even though I keep telling YouTube I'm not interested, Markiplier's videos keep coming up for security breach. Don't worry.
Every day. Why is he not done with the game? Everybody else finished the game like weeks ago.
It doesn't say how much this person, or how much the mortgage was. Reveals that he wants to return kind of paying off their mortgage. Parents both quickly broke down the tears. Oh yeah, the parents were crying, which is it didn't look faked, so good for them. I mean, good for them. Like it didn't look like a fake situation, which we have something fake later. Oh wow, and it says, slides a check for the remaining amount across to them, urging his father to retire early. Aw, good for them. He's only 25. Yeah. Exposed. Oh, yeah. Where did we go wrong? Why did I have to be raised by why couldn't my dad overachieve as a single parent and give me everything I needed to stream, and then me making the decision to stream and not go to college? Why couldn't it have been me?
Right.
Oh, I know why. Because the internet we had in our area was terrible, and
it was 8 megabytes download, and that was it.
Mind you, and I mean, not that I'm going to go into personal details, but you remember the road I lived on? Before they started cutting back trees, every weekend a tree would fall and the electric would be out. So, it's just like, oh, that's great, So I mean, I you rarely get to see feel good stories, so I'm happy for this person. Exposed. This is just a very generous. There we go. I got it. I'm not a fool. This is a very generous thing to do. I'm not sure how much he actually dips into his financials, but he must be very safe if he can just pull this off. I mean, what you think a mortgage? 6 figures at least? I mean, I don't know how to judge it. I wouldn't know how to judge a mortgage. Right.
But I mean, if he's still living there, it's like a win-win, right?
Does he live there?
If they were. I don't know. If he does, though, if he was living there and paying rent or whatever, he should be fine now. They're good now. If anything ever happens to him, he can always go back to them.
It's Imagine it's like you're the parents, like, okay, all right, so now that you're a streamer now, let's see, rent is $10,000. So, good luck. Uh,
Day, every day,
every,
$10,000.
every
That's me.
day. Apparently there's apparently, and also I'm just seeing as a side article, Twitch streamer Mizkiff gift a viewer expensive PC and $5,000. This is
I saw that.
now. I mean, started getting gifts of viewer power and some cash. This is December 19th. Other popular YouTube content, blah, blah, blah. Donations, blah, blah. Let's see. There are also times. One True King is the gaming organization heard by Asmon Gold, Mizkiff, and a number of other content creators. I mean, I'd have this prepared, but well, good for. Maybe I should start being more active in Twitch chats, even though I don't really watch Twitch anymore.
Right.
I want free rewards.
I want a new PC. Come on.
Yeah, I want a new PC. Like, no, this is good. I mean, wow, this guy's got some bushy brows. I'm sorry, I just had to mention it. They're like, no shade. I mean, he pulls it off, but whatever. Excuse me. So, did we have an episode last Friday?
I feel like no, it was Christmas Eve.
Right.
We had it last Wednesday.
Okay. So I wanted to talk about this on Monday before we realized we couldn't do it. So Pokemon Twitch streamer, he when it came out, it looked like there was a double shiny encounter where was it Staravia? Is that the bird Pokemon? Starly, thank you. Like it was a wild Starly, and then an NPC throughout a shiny Turtwig. Now, the odds of that, like of both of that happening, like the NPC throwing out a shiny, and the wild Pokemon for I think for tutorial purposes, both being shiny, is a 1 in 16.7 million occurrence. So that's like the first time it ever happened, ever, and probably would never ever happen again, right?
Wow.
But apparently it was faked. It was I'm glad we didn't I'm glad we didn't talk about it, because I totally wanted to talk about it. He owned up the double shiny encounter. A few days later, many Pokemon fans were quick to question its legitimacy. Let's see. Suggested that it was showing a modded game, showing his reaction, which many felt came across as bad acting to hide the fact that they knew the encounter was coming. He admitted that Kyle A admitted that he did not, that he did in fact fake the encounter. He posted a message to his Discord. He explained that he utilized modded Switch code designed to force a shiny counter so he could avoid having to resort to shiny resetting to get a shiny starter before the release of Pokemon Legends Arceus next month. Wait. He explained
why
that he had to utilize modded Switch code designed to force a shiny counter so he could avoid having to resort to shiny resetting to get a shiny starter before release of Pokemon Legends Arceus. What? Does he not realize there's a new bug every day? Like, what?
Yeah, what? It doesn't even matter. You can't transfer the Pokemon over to Arceus. Like, Pokemon Home doesn't work with it.
Right, at least not in, like, when it comes out.
What does it matter?
In his statements, I promise I didn't have any malicious intent. After getting the second shiny Starly early was when I added the code to my Switch. When I got the third shiny Starly, I was freaking out because I thought I accidentally activated the code. But it actually was just another legit shiny Starly. I really just wanted to start playing the Nuzlocke. I definitely effed up on how I promoted it and should have just been like, yo, I'm going to force this shiny so we can play. Why
does it matter? Just play.
Well, he was doing a shiny Nuzlocke. And I guess he got tired of resetting, basically, which is lazy. I mean, now granted, like, it's going to be a lot of resetting to get a shiny starter. And I've seen videos on it of, like, YouTubers doing it. Now, granted, I'm not sure how legit that is. Like I don't like how many times to reset a shiny starter before you crack and want to fake it. But, like, okay, well, if you didn't want to put the time to do it, then you shouldn't have promised it.
Right. Or just, right. He should have just came out and said, like, all right, I'm going to make sure we get the starter as a shiny so we can just start. Like, how easy is that?
Right. But I mean, that's not. I mean, I feel like that just ruins the feel of it. You know, like I don't know. It's like if you mod it, so
Oh,
you just
that's
start
true
off with a
too.
shiny.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, just do a normal Nuzlocke. Don't worry about shinies if you're not going to invest the time in it.
Which I mean, yeah, you shouldn't have done a shiny Nuzlocke then, because that's just it. I mean, I guess with the underground, it's probably a lot easier, but whatever. Either way, I mean, pretty slimy. I like the end of it. If you read the whole thing or only the top, either way, I want to thank you and apologize for all this. You deserve better. Like, to me, I never understood this kind of cheating, because if I was a Twitch streamer, right, and I had I'm not sure if this guy has it, but like thousands of viewers, the last thing in my mind would be cheating something, because I don't want to risk losing everyone. Like, cool, I just got an awesome job as a content creator. How do I ruin this?
Yeah, especially a PokeTuber right now. Like, they had Diamond and Pearl and Arceus next month. Like, they're set for like so long now.
What's the date for Arceus?
January 26th, I think it is.
And what's the date for Elden Ring?
What they pushed it. It's March now. So we got
what?
2 months to play Arceus.
Wait. I thought
or no, it's February. Sorry.
Okay,
it's February. You're right. It was.
Do
January,
not scare me like that. That's like the one thing I'm looking forward to in 2022. That's like the one thing. Pokemon Arceus, I'm afraid, because it looks like it's more like about just catching everything and doing research. So
we didn't add it in the article, and I forgot to mention it, but there was a new leak apparently about it that the whole point of the game is to catch them all. So the end boss is like Arceus, but in order to like encounter him and catch him, you have to complete the Pokédex and like all the researches to like find the new Pokemon and stuff like that. I don't know how true it is. I just saw that there was like a leak about it, but
yeah, I remember. I'm not sure if it was the same article, but I read something about how like you're gonna have to catch like the same Pokemon over to get like more documentation on the Pokemon, or you have to like watch it do certain things. And it's like, it's an interesting take, but that's just not.
I really wish we got more about the game, with it being like only a month away now, or like 4 weeks away now. Like I still feel like I have no idea what that game's about.
Yeah, and it's like they just changed the title to Pokemon Snap 3.
Like, oh god, no.
The ultimate. I still want to see evolved Hisuian Growlithe and Voltorb.
Right. We like have nothing about this game still, I feel like.
I mean, granted, the Hisuian forms look great. Like, I think they're going to be like the best alternate forms compared to any other Pokemon game.
Right.
So I mean, was it Basculegion? That Pokemon looks insane. That design is like perfection. I want a Growlithe to be like Water Rock. I mean, I always thought like an alternate would be water, but whatever. There's a new evolve form, Cleavor. That thing looks sick.
Oh yeah.
But like, this is what I'm hoping. Okay, and Nintendo, please listen to me. If you're gonna keep Sword and Shield as the competitive Pokemon game, be able to transfer the Hisuian Pokemon to Sword and Shield, and then do a new series or whatever. Yeah. That's all you 100%. Have to do. It I'm starting to think that might be what they're gonna do, because they said that like, oh, Pokemon is still, or Pokemon Sword and Shield is still gonna be the official game for VGC. So
I could see them updating it. And like after allowing a few months, backwards compatibility.
At the same time, all 3 games, like, or 4, whatever, Sword and Shield, Platinum, Diamond, Pearl, and Arceus, like, make them all home compatible on the same day, right? And then that way you can just get everything like flowing, and then you get your Hisuian forms into Sword and Shield. That's one of the only reasons I might be getting this game, because I really want to play with the Hisuian forms. I don't know. I'm just I just don't care about catching. I just like battling, but I know I'm kind of the minority, because, you know, it is a kid's game and it is centered around, you sell way more towards the casual than I believe the competitive market.
Right. I feel like it's pretty even split though. Like,
you think so?
There's definitely a ton of people that play online competitive and stuff like that.
I mean that's what I thought. That's why I'm confused why there's no like online battling for this game. So maybe I'm hoping that they announce a Pokemon Direct soon. I mean they should, right?
I still think they're gonna announce DLC for this game, and they're gonna they'll add like a Coliseum or something that'll let you battle people online. It'll be like a DLC, like, oh, now that we've like the story of it will be like, oh, now that we've like found everything about this land, we're gonna build the Coliseum now, and now you can like battle other trainers or whatever, like something stupid like that.
It would be interesting because they have like the attack and defense forms. I don't remember the official names, but it'd make it interesting. But I would still be happy if you're just able to transfer them to Sword and Shield and Diamond and Pearl.
Right, and that'd be much easier.
And then along with that, all the Pokemon in Diamond and Pearl should be compatible with Sword and Shield. Anything that's missing, anything that's missing at all should be. Like you have literally half the cache. They should update the visuals for Sword and Shield, because I mean realistically the platinum, and keep saying platinum because it should have been platinum. Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, their Pokemon graphics are better than Sword and Shield.
Right. We finally got the new like animations everybody was crying about, even though nobody's happy about it.
Stop pissing off the Pokemon fan base every episode. You're killing me. Yeah, that's our Pokemon rant for the week. Congratulations. This is actually pretty big. And it is an extended episode, but we missed a day. Where did my co-host go? This is or not. Well, this is awkward. Oh, you're back. Okay.
Back. Hey, I don't know what happened. You can't tonight.
I was really close to hitting the cutoff button. Okay, well, I was just about to explain that. I'm not sure how in depth you've read about this, but so Call of Duty Vanguard, they have Christmas DLC or microtransaction bundle, and it's literally the same from what was it? World War II. That was free. So, but they're charging 1,500 COD points. So what? It's like, dude,
they're pulling a Halo. Yeah, didn't Halo just did this, right? Like they brought a skin from what was it, Halo 3 or something like that, or Reach?
Right. Like it's literally copy paste. That was. Oh my god, I don't understand it. It's really they keep digging themselves deeper and deeper for some reason, and like obviously people are going to be aware. Like you're not going to get away with it,
right?
Like either it's a timed event, whatever, or microtransaction, whatever you want to call it. But 1,500. Let's see, pay 1,500 for a free skin from a previous game. Free, mind you. It's not like you had to pay for it before. So, Call of Duty, you're. You know what? I should have mentioned this, but there's like a Discord for like Activision Blizzard employees, and apparently it's becoming a ghost town. Like so many people are leaving that it's like a mass exodus.
Can you blame them?
No, I don't blame them at all. But it's just like that affects Call of Duty. It doesn't affect Destiny 2. Trying to think of the other big Activision Blizzard games. Well, I mean maybe World of Warcraft, although we don't hear anything about that.
Right. Overwatch 2, whenever that comes out.
I can't wait to be an electric gorilla again.
I can't wait to see Tracer or Dumpy. Oh my god.
If I play Overwatch 2, I'm just gonna become I don't remember, a wrecking ball main. That's all. Just be the hamster.
Oh, the hamster.
Yeah, that's like the best thing I've ever seen in my life. That's like the only reason I want to play.
They killed it.
What, like the game or the character?
Oh, they killed it with that design. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh. Oh yeah, it's just I don't know how much like mushrooms they were taking when they thought of of him, but good for you. You know. Either way. Oh, speaking of Call of Duty, apparently fans are like they're asking Activision to like just update Cold War Zombies instead of the Vanguard because Vanguard is so bad.
Good. That's what they should do. I keep saying zombies, they should just release their own game and just
Zo-
like update that.
Zombies needs to be like Warzone. Exactly. It needs to be its own entity at this point. It just does.
Perfect.
You know, you want to keep updating it. People love it. I mean, it is fun, except for the new one. You know, it is fun, but like you could easily just package it with Warzone, and then
Right. It has like a progression system now and stuff. You could like honestly, you could make it its own battle pass and stuff. People would buy it for zombies.
well, like you don't have to make its own battle pass. But think about it: if you bought one battle pass, and it was Vanguard, or whatever Call of Duty game it is, Zombies, which is its own game, and then Warzone. So you're like buying one battle pass for 3 different things. That would be such a great incentive to actually get the battle pass.
Yeah.
I'm just
And
saying,
people would
Activision
do
Blizzard.
it. People buy Call of Duty just to play zombies. Like they don't play the campaign or multiplayer or anything.
Yeah, I missed out on Cold War. Did you play it?
I did all of them except for the last one because we
Cold
couldn't
War.
beat the boss because
Oh.
because zo- like new zombies you have to level up and like do the progression and stuff, otherwise you can't like do some of the maps now.
I mean, I understand it and don't like it at the same time. You know, like it adds more replay value to a certain degree. But if Zombies was its own entity, you could be like you could have skins for the zombies themselves, make them funny or menacing, you know, whatever. I don't know, pack a punch weapon skins, like map skins. I don't know. You could totally do something with it. I just don't know why they and they're crunching the crap out of these companies, or at least Treyarch, to force this, you know, a new zombie iteration when they could just keep updating the one that works.
Yeah, exactly.
But whatever, you know, it is what it is. Poor Call of Duty. Wah, wah. Logan Paul makes a Game Boy Color tabletop with epoxy resin and metal Pokemon frame, and the internet hates him for it.
Yeah, what a waste of Game Boys. What is wrong with him? Stop giving these idiots money. Jesus.
It's like, on one hand, it's like if you bought the Game Boys, do whatever you want with it, you know, I guess. But on the other hand, this is a collector's item. Oh god, I hope that doesn't go through. This is a collector's item at this point because, you know, they're not manufactured anymore. So you kind of just lost 12 relics.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, 15. I'm looking at the video. The sad part is it looks really cool.
It's a cool table.
Yeah,
but
it's a really cool table.
You could have 3D printed just like Game
Oh,
Boys,
you're
basically.
right. Yeah, I didn't
put
think
them
about
in
that.
the
You
table.
totally could have.
Yeah.
Huh. Wow. Now I'm
So
mad.
he's an idiot.
Now I'm mad. Before I was
He's
like,
an idiot.
Let's see. New creation from Paul caught the attention of numerous fans on social media. 2.3 million views in a day. So not everyone was happy about this Ryzen artwork. Many were upset that 15 Game Boy Colors were ruined in the making of the tabletop. Some point out the portable systems could have already been broken. Others know that the handhelds looked in pristine condition with no signs of wear and tear. Apparently, there's a huge fan war going on that the SAR could have found another way to display the Game Boy Colors without causing damage to the hardware.
Yeah.
And you know, and some argued that he had the right to do whatever he wanted because he purchased them. Furthermore, some fans simply thought that the design of the tabletop looked nice. I mean, it does look nice. But
it's a nice table.
Yeah, it's a nice table. It's just, yeah, no, you're
But
totally
there
right
was,
though. You probably could have.
easier
You probably
way to
could have
do it. Yeah.
You could have 3D printed those. That's a very good point. And now that I know that, now I'm angry because those. I mean, well, but we don't know if they worked. I'd love to. I mean, I would love to know if they worked. If they were trash ones that he just bought, it doesn't matter, right? You know, it's like
Right.
no
If they were already dead beyond like repair, fine. Do whatever you want with it. I don't care.
right. But if they're working, that's a collector's item. Like I wish I had a Game Boy Color to display, you know.
Yeah. Oh,
But
yeah.
15 of let's see. Yeah, he didn't really discuss it. So I'm curious if he'll come out with a statement about it. I doubt it. You know, and he's the same guy who also spent 3.5 million on a box of Pokemon cards. So Logan, if you want to invest in us, you know, we'll totally retract our statements.
Right. Come on.
I will sell
Or you
out.
want to give me the table? I'll take the table. Honestly, it's a nice table.
Yeah, it's a nice table. If only it was a bad table, but sadly it is not. This is I want to talk about this because it's funny and important. It Takes Two, right? We still haven't played it, or at least I haven't played it. Joseph Fares, the meme guy who made of a fool of himself a couple of years ago. He finally put a stance on
the
NFT.
stage.
Yeah, F the Oscars. If that guy, F the Oscars. Which true. I love this. He said that his company Hazelight Studios wouldn't make a live service game despite how much money those kind of games rake in, and added that he would rather be quote shot in the knee than incorporate NFTs in his future game.
Dude, this guy is nuts. Yeah, he's crazy.
Like a shot in that is quite the spot to be shot. That's what you're sacrificing just for no NFTs. I mean that's respectful, but damn. He's crazy. I'm glad he's
not
against
allowed
it.
to do. Yeah, he's not allowed to do any live appearances anymore. He needs to be kept on a leash or something.
Oh my god, this is kept on a leash. Here's an example. Apparently, there was a bidding war for a Moranth NFT, a Moranth, that the chick we were talking about for the podcast, the one that she just makes like noises into the mic, and because she's super hot, everyone loves her, even though she got banned off of everything. Yeah. So an NFT based on her likeness, and it surpassed $125,000. You understand? You can't hear an NFT, right?
Right? It's you could also just Google her name, right? I'm sure you could find thousands of pictures if you really wanted to.
Yeah, I don't. Whatever. I mean,
does he own her now?
Whoever bought it? No, he didn't buy it. We don't know who bought it, but the owner.
Good on them. You own Amaranth.
What do you mean you don't come with the NFT? What?
Yeah.
Why did I purchase this?
Yeah, right? How is this making me money?
Yeah, right?
He's got to get a cut of the OnlyFans or something, right?
Yeah, you get some. Oh, no, don't worry. She apparently joins some private website and is like, hey, you want to look at
I remember seeing that.
Yeah, you want to check out my my not safe for work content where I burp into a microphone? Yeah.
There's my ASMR. the luxurious sounds of COVID.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, so good for him on taking the stance. I like when they do that, especially him and his craziness. And also,
I love this guy. He speaks his mind.
Oh yeah, no, he definitely does. You gotta respect him for it. Ubisoft, in comparison, Ubisoft, their NFT plans have been exceptionally criticized, and everyone thinks it's the dumbest thing ever. And mind you, Ubisoft's just like, you'll get used to it. Don't worry. Don't worry. You'll get used to it. You'll love our NFTs. Money.
You'll buy them. Money
will make you buy them. 600 hours it was like 600 hours in Breakpoint for an NFT. That was like a requirement. 600 hours. That I might have a little bit more than that in my Skyrim, but other than that,
yeah.
Like 600 hours. I don't think, besides even a game like Skyrim, I can't think of a game other than an MMORPG that has 600 hours worth of content. Maybe Metal Gear Solid. Metal Gear.
Yeah, like Metal Gear and like Rockstar, like GTA or like Red Dead, maybe. If you do everything.
Right. You do everything, and even, I mean, there's always the online too, but I don't think it has like multiplayer in it. But nonetheless, and actually, I'm gonna talk about this one more article. But Mr. Chief. Now I'm not sure if you're aware who Mr. Chief is. But Mr. Chief was it was like not a meme, but it was the introduction video to Halo 5's like Warzone mode, with like their like currencies and like loadouts and stuff like that. The voice actor is
No, I think I stopped playing the game before it came out.
the voice actor though for Mr. Chief is Ron Swanson from Parks and Rec though. Or at least it sounds just like him. Hold on. I should have, hold on a second. Mr. Chief.
No, it says it. It's him.
Okay. I just want to make sure. I didn't want to mislead. So but it's $20. It's like 20. I mean, granted, you get an AI, you get a skin for the AI, which you saw that coming.
Is it still voiced by him? Does it still talk?
It sounded like him.
And is voiced by him? Okay.
Based on what I heard, like when I tried it out, but I didn't buy it. But like you can test it out. It was like you get him, and then you get some like you get like a gun charm, and then like his face is an emblem for your guns, which it goes back to $20. Like that's so, like, such a rough trade.
So this I understand a little more, right, than like the Fire and Frost bundle, because they have to obviously pay Nick Offerman to do the voice, whatever. But like the problem is still they just don't know what to bundle with it correctly.
Right.
Like I'm not buying this and then you give me like a charm and an emblem. Like that does no good. It's like a terrible bundle.
The only thing is that excuse me, is that there's I mean it was leaked, but they also talked about it before. There's an extraction mode coming out for Halo. But based on what I saw, it's like you put your AI down somewhere and you extract, I think, like loot or something. I'm not sure if it's like their battle royale or anything like that, but it does show the AI. More, what?
Okay. It's like the AI is going to be like a bigger part of it.
Yeah, like you can see the AI. Now, and granted, I mean, if you really like, what was it, Hard Zone? Is that, what was the, it's not Capture the Flag, the one where like you have to hold down the points. Basically King of the Hill, just without like...
It's like Checkpoint, I think it's called now, or something like that.
Well, yeah, like that has your AI, which is fine. And I do like the quips for AI itself, but it's like $20, man. Like, I understand your point about like having to pay for the voice actor. I get it, but then you should have gave me like, I don't know, a few weapon skins or something. Not emblems. And like, I don't... Like emblems mean nothing to me. Emblems is like the lowest form. Exactly. Gun charms, one higher. It's like, I would almost argue gun skins are more important than the armor itself, because the only time you see your armor is in the intro, outro, and dying, right? Versus like a gun, your gun you see the color, or even vehicle. Like look, or you know what? Look, it's a helmet, right? You could have made a helmet after it, like a meme helmet. That would have been worth it. Right, that would have been worth it if the helmet itself came with the AI. That was the legendary bundle. I would say it's worth it, but and like, you know, people of course are not, you know, too pleased with this $20 you know, transaction. People are big mad. There's a lot of comparing happening between the price of Mr. Chief bundle and the price of cosmetics in previous game. Let's see here. Blah, blah, blah. I don't even think $20 is obscene for a 7-item bundle, regardless of... Wait, I don't even think $20 is obscene for a 7-item bundle, regardless of the variety. You people just don't know the pain of being a Pokemon Unite player, where Santa Hat for Pikachu will set you back $40. You don't even get to hear Nolan North voice lines. My real problem with the bundle... this is an opinion article. My real problem with the bundle is the character itself. Mr. Chief is a relic of an era where it was cool for a game to mock and control its own players, or loot boxes no less. Deeper 3 Industries should be ashamed of the rec system. It should want to bury Mr. Chief in an unmarked grave and never speak to him again. Selling a bundle for $20 for players that are already sensitive about the price of cosmetics, blah, blah. It feels deliberately antagonistic to me, and I can't blame people for being upset about this one. Cat ears good, Mr. Chief loud, bad. I'll see you next week. Okay, I don't really agree with this person's endpoint about how
Yeah, I feel like he started to like
I think
really just like be petty at the end there.
Yeah, first of all, comparing this game's microtransactions to Pokemon Unite isn't really fair because, like, a MOBA lives off its microtransactions. Halo necessarily doesn't have to. And I don't think $20 obscene for a 7-item bundle, regardless of variety. No, I absolutely think
if it's garbage, yes, it is obscene.
Right.
Like you're spending $40 in Pokemon Unite, but you're getting a costume, and in that game you see your costume the whole match.
Right.
$20 here, I'm getting an AI I don't get to see ever, an emblem I don't care about, and like a weapon charm, which is whatever.
Right, you hear your AI more than you see it, and that's kind of part of the issue, which is fine. I mean, but actually, besides that though, also is a relic of an era where it was cool for a game to mock and control its own players. I mean, I still like that. I think it's fine. I don't. This person, funny. I think this person was really burned from Halo 5, I guess.
Yeah, and I think it's cool they added it. Like it's a cool addition. It's just they did it wrong again.
Yeah, that's exactly it. They just did it wrong, and it's really, really depressing because if they made it 15, I could arguably understand it with what they've given, but it's just like emblems it's just fodder, right? Like it's just like, oh, you get an emblem for your vehicle, an emblem for your car, your emblem for your emblem for your vehicle, emblem for your gun. It's like, okay, but like that could have just been one thing. If you just say if you give me an emblem, it should just apply to anything I can put it on. You know?
Right. Emblems mean nothing anymore if I can't do the custom emblems anyway. So I'll just pick one and that'll be the emblem I use forever.
Right. But with this, it's like that's the guy missed the point at the very end about oh, it doesn't matter, it's 7 things no matter, despite the price, right, but it does matter because it's 7 things that suck. If you just give me the AI with the AI skin and charge me $10, I'd rather take that than 20 and add on fluff,
right.
So yeah, but you guys should tell us what you guys think. But hey, I hope you guys had a Merry Christmas and I was gonna say Happy New Year, but we got one more episode till then.
Yeah, we'll talk to you guys on Friday, which is New Year's Eve.
Cool. I guess we're doing it. All right. Tell your friends, family, loved ones, pets, stalkers about us. Check out the website. We got articles at least once or twice a week, depending on what comes out. Don't get COVID like our co-host here. And we'll see you guys Friday. We love you. Mwah. That's right. Yeah, kiss it with your COVID lips.